Of course, we know that the Gauteng Premier this afternoon and the Eastern Cape Premier are very much for restricted alcohol sales again. And the Health Minister, speaking to my colleague Shahan Ramkissoon a little earlier, has told us that it's something that we should consider, particularly if we start running out of hospital beds. Now, the mining industry in the Northwest Province has been hit hard by COVID-19. Deputy President David Mabuza visited the area today to assess its readiness to deal with the crisis. He says more measures to improve contact tracing are absolutely imperative. And ETV News reporter Pule Letswiti was there as well. He joins me now from the newsroom. Good evening, Pule. Just exactly what was the purpose of the Deputy President's visit to the Northwest?
Well, good evening, I'm Sally, and it's no secret that the mining industry in the Northwest is on a brink of a crisis due to the coronavirus pandemic. And the Deputy President's visit comes at a time where we are seeing concerns being raised by miners when returning back to work, and of course raising issues such as safety and their safety being prioritized when returning back to work. Over the last couple of weeks, we've been going into the province, also speaking to the MEC of Health to try to see what are some of the measurements that they have put in line to try and protect workers. But what we're seeing now is a partnership, or rather collaboration, that's coming in with some mining companies. Like today, we saw a mining a hospital, which was a field hospital, which was built over the past couple of 6 weeks and is 95% complete. It has cost over 6 million, and what we do know that it will have 200 beds, which will accommodate those mine workers, and of course, quite importantly, community members who test positive for COVID-19.
All right, so there's quite a lot happening to make sure that when people get sick, they can have a hospital bed. But what measures are being put in place to stop the number of miners testing COVID-19 in the Northwest, to actually make sure that when they go to work, they're as safe as possible?
Well, some of the measurements that we hear are being put in place is to actually increase the number of contact tracing in communities, especially those rural areas where there cannot be a lot of outreach to those who need such medical facilities. We're also seeing now quite a lot of donations coming in terms of hand sanitizers, masks being taken to these communities to ensure that the spread of the coronavirus is being curbed. And the Department of Health particularly is saying that it's going to prioritize these preventative measures to ensure that there's also isolation sites and also these field hospitals that we're now seeing to be built, and to ensure that they fight the virus in that particular province.
Was the Deputy President satisfied with what's being done in the Northwest in terms of COVID prevention in the mining industry?
Well, definitely. From the remarks we're getting from the Deputy President, he visited the Bojanala district, which is the area which is hard hit by the coronavirus. And what he's simply saying is that what's important here is going to be partnership, Sally. Partnership between traditional leaders, partnership between the Department of Health, and partnership between the mining industry to ensure that they can strengthen arms together and fight the deadly coronavirus, saying that contact tracing is very important to ensure that these numbers can be detected before they go on a hike and increase, and before the situation spirals out of control to a point whereby they cannot do nothing about it.
Absolutely. Well, thank you very much for that update. That's our reporter, ETV reporter Pule Letswiti.